Did you know you can make a yogurt cake in just 1 minute? You don't need any utensils, and the results are beyond praise. An incredibly delicious and very pretty cake. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel to be the first to see my recipes. This recipe calls for a large, thick, natural yogurt. My container weighs 900 grams. We'll be making our cake in this container, and by the way, you can store it in the same container later. It's very convenient that it has a plastic lid. I remove it and unseal the yogurt. As you can see, it's very simple. This recipe also requires 20 grams of instant gelatin. I add 70 milliliters of cold water. Using a spoon, stir everything thoroughly to remove all lumps. As you can see, it's ready in just a second. I let the gelatin sit for a couple of minutes to soften. I add 100 grams of sugar to the yogurt. That's 5 level tablespoons. You can adjust the amount of sugar to your taste, adding a little more or less. For a pleasant taste and aroma, I'll also add a few drops of vanilla flavoring. You can substitute vanilla extract on the tip of a knife or a packet of vanilla sugar. Now, mix all these ingredients thoroughly right here in the yogurt container. Be sure to mix everything thoroughly so the sugar is evenly distributed throughout the yogurt container. If you, like me, enjoy this type of dessert recipe, please give this video a like. By this point, the gelatin should have swelled well. Now I'll melt it in the microwave for 30 seconds until it's liquid. After microwaving, the gelatin should be liquid and smooth, as I mentioned. Now you can pour it into the container with the yogurt and sugar. Next, use a whisk to thoroughly mix everything until smooth. If you're hesitant to add hot gelatin to cold yogurt, you can add a small amount of yogurt to the gelatin, mix everything together, and then add this mixture to the main yogurt mixture. So, I stirred the yogurt until the gelatin was evenly distributed throughout the mixture, and now I'll add 100 grams of chocolate chip cookies to these ingredients. I add them gradually in several stages, thoroughly mixing the cookies into the yogurt each time. My cookies are small, so I didn't crush them. Incidentally, they're crackers, but if you have larger cookies, for example, you can crush them slightly first. And one more thing, you can also add banana slices, for example. It will also be very tasty, but it all depends on your preferences. I'm all set. I'm leveling the top of the future cake so it's even, as this will later be the bottom of our cake. I close the package with a lid, and at this point, I put it in the refrigerator until it's completely set, which will take 2 to 3 hours, or you can leave it in the refrigerator overnight. After 3 hours, my cake was well set. As you can see, I opened the lid and checked it with a spatula, and it was dry and clean. I immediately turned the cake upside down in its packaging onto the serving dish. Now we need to remove the cake from its packaging. To do this, I'll use a hairdryer and lightly warm the sides and top of the pan the cake is in. Thanks to the warm air pressure, it will easily come away from the sides of the pan in just 20 seconds, and we can easily remove the packaging. As you can see, I lift the packaging and the cake pops out easily. I really love this recipe because it doesn't require any utensils, and of course, because it's delicious. You can decorate the top of the cake if you like. If you have any questions or comments about this recipe, please leave a comment and share your experience with me and other viewers of this video. Let's cut it and see what it looks like inside. This cake cuts beautifully. It holds its shape perfectly, cutting through both the yogurt layer and the cookie, which has had time to soak perfectly because it's a soft cracker. Look at what an interesting, attractive, and delicious piece of cake this turned out to be. And I just can't believe we made all this in literally a minute. The cake tastes amazing. Chocolate chip cookies and thick natural yogurt with a hint of vanilla. It's truly delicious. And you can store it in the same packaging you made it in, and that's another plus for this cake. But believe me, it won't last long because it's truly delicious. I want to remind you that I've already indicated the quantities of all the ingredients I use in this recipe in the description below the video. I wish you positivity and enjoy cooking.